Oscar nominations came out this morning. I want to talk about it. I have plenty of opinions. First, let's talk about the snubs. Obviously, Challengers wasn't nominated for anything. I would have thought that at least it would have gotten best score. I mean, I was watching that in the theaters, like on the edge of my seat, and just so excited about the tension that the movie brought, not just with the characters and their dynamics, but the music really brought it out. Dune, Dennis was not nominated for Best Director. What do they have against him? I don't understand. Um, the Substance, Margaret Qualley was not nominated for Supporting Actress, but I think it makes sense that at least Demi Moore was for Best Actress because she was incredible in that movie. She really deserves it. Margaret Qualley, you will have your moment, I swear. Fun fact, the Best Director category is all first time nominees, which I think is very important. And the last time that happened was in 1998. Anora, nominated for 6 Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Director Sean Baker, Florida Project, obviously he knows what he's doing. Best Original Screenplay, which I think is very well deserved. I was watching that in theaters as well and just, didn't know what was going to happen next. I think that movies nowadays are really predictable, and I don't know, I was just really glad to have something that was so, like, cool and different. Best Actress in a Leading Role, Mikey Madison. I got first introduced to her through Scream. And Best Actor in a Supporting Role, we got Yura Borisov. I think he was great in the movie. I think other actors will probably win instead, but he really was a great balance to the character of Mikey, to Annie, because they were kind of like in the same place socially and economically. They kind of understood each other like that. I think he was a great actor to play that character. I'm Still Here, Brazil mentioned, nominated for 3 Oscars, which is insane. First Brazilian movie ever to be nominated for Best Picture. So let's go Brazil. Fernanda Torres is like an icon in Brazil, and they're celebrating the hell out of that. So very exciting for her, and very exciting that Brazil is in the conversation. I think a lot of people make assumptions about Brazil and assumptions of how people live there, and obviously it's very important for people to understand the history and what has happened, and obviously the military dictatorship that forever, changed how the country worked. So, Best International Film, it is against Amelia Perez. So let's see how it goes, but I really hope she at least gets Best Actress. I think that will really solidify Brazil in the film industry. A Complete Unknown. Now, if Timothée Chalamet wins Best Actor at the Oscars, he will become the youngest winner in history. Even though he's been in 7 other Best Pictures nominees, I mean, he should have gotten something for at least for Beautiful Boy or Little Women or Call Me By Your Name, but that's another conversation. Dune 2 received 5 nominations at the Oscars, which is, I think, 5 less than the first one. Best Picture, Cinematography, Production Design, Sound, Visual Effects. I think it definitely deserves cinematography. I mean, that movie is a visual masterpiece. Both of them are. It's a visual journey, and it really takes you to multiple places. I think that it was very well done. It's a beautiful, beautiful film. I think it deserves at least Best Cinematography, Best Production Design. I mean, they literally went out to the dunes to film this. It wasn't just, green screen it. And Dune 2 becomes the 4th franchise following The Godfather, Lord of the Rings, and Avatar to have its first 2 films nominated at the Oscars. Wicked got a whopping 10 nominations, which I think is overkill, but Best Picture, Best Actress in a Leading Role, Best Supporting Actress, Best Costume Design, Best Makeup and Hairstyling, Production Design, Film Editing, Sound, Original Score, and Best Visual Effects. I don't think it deserved half of those, to be honest. Ariana's performance was incredible. Obviously, she's a first-time nominee. Cynthia joins Viola Davis as the only Black woman to receive multiple Best Actress nominations. She has 3 nominations, which I think is great. They were both incredible. They both gave incredible performances. But the rest of the movie itself, Yeah, I had good costume design, makeup and hairstyling. Some of the production design was actual sets instead of just green screens, but I don't know. It just wasn't all that for me. It just didn't give what I was expecting it to give. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. I saw Emilia Perez with my dad, and honestly, if he hadn't forced me to watch it past the first 10 minutes, I wouldn't have finished it because it just gave me the cringe immediately. It received the most nominations, though, with 13 nominations. And Carla Sofia Gascon makes history as the first openly trans woman to be nominated for Best Actress. I think that's a huge feat, but people would be a lot more excited about it if it was a good movie. Now, let's talk about horror. This year was the year for horror movies, and I'm so excited about that because the only horror films in history to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars were The Exorcist, Jaws, Silence of the Lambs, Sixth Sense, Black Swan, Get Out, and now The Substance. The Substance got nominated for 5 Oscars, which is a huge feat for a female director. She also got Best Director nomination, Best Picture, Best Actress in a Leading Role for Demi Moore, that's her first nomination. Best Original Screenplay, I think it definitely deserves Best Original Screenplay. It's really going to fight for it with Honora. Very well deserved. Best Makeup and Hairstyling, I mean, I was disgusted by the end of the movie, so I think it definitely deserves something for that. I saw Nosferatu yesterday, and it was nominated for 4 Oscars. I think it so deserves. Best makeup and hair, you couldn't even tell that Bill Skarsgård was underneath all that. I think that's incredible. His performance is admirable. He, you know, trained with an opera singer to lower his voice a whole octave to really get that monster voice, which is so admirable. Best costume design, best cinematography, so deserves also. I mean, there were some shots in that movie that were just chilling, and Robert Eggers really knows what he's doing. Best production design also. I mean, I think you were really integrated into the film and into the world of the actors. I think it was very well done. Let's talk about The Brutalist. I honestly haven't seen it because after I heard about the whole AI shebang that they had, uh, I I don't want to watch it anymore. I mean, you can't have a complete unknown with Timothy Chalamet preparing 5 years for this role to be able to play the harmonica, to play the guitar, and to sing like Bob Dylan, and then have a Hungarian actor need AI to fix his Hungarian accent. I don't understand. Like that just lost my respect immediately. So I I hope it gets snubbed.